You've conquered your career, you've achieved remarkable success, and you've built a life that most men can only dream of. But when it comes to meeting women, something just feels off. You've ticked all the boxes. You've developed your career, you've prioritized your health, and you've built financial independence. Yet, despite all of your accomplishments, you still find yourself struggling to attract the type of woman who truly resonates with your values and aspirations. So in this video, I'm going to reveal 5 powerful principles that will transform your approach to relationships and help you attract the woman you actually want. 1. Clarify what you really want. Many of the successful men who I work with one-to-one have mastered the art of goal setting when it comes to their careers. They know what they want professionally, whether that's hitting financial milestones, growing their business, or rising through the ranks in their industry. But when it comes to relationships, they often fall into the trap of chasing the wrong type of woman. Not because they don't think that they deserve better, but because they haven't actually taken the time to clarify what they truly want. To attract your ideal woman, you first of all need to define who she actually is. Not on a superficial level, but on a deeper, more meaningful one. So ask yourself, who do I want beside me when I face life's challenges? Is she someone who supports my ambition and pushes me to become better? Does she value personal growth and continuous improvement as much as I do? Will she add value to my life beyond the surface? Even deeper, if the two of you were to have a daughter together, does she embody characteristics that you would want your daughter to inherit? Most men just think they want a woman who's hot and does everything that she's told. And I'm like, okay, but are these characteristics that you want your daughter to embody in her future relationships? This process is not just about listing superficial traits. It's about getting clear on the intangible qualities that actually matter. What I found to be true after working with hundreds of highly successful men is the key to attraction is alignment. This means finding a woman who shares your vision for life. Yeah, attraction based off alignment is far deeper than looks or status. It's about a shared commitment to growth, a meaningful connection, and a higher purpose. When you're both striving for something greater, the relationship becomes a powerful partnership. If you don't get clear on what it is or who it is that you truly want, then you run the risk of settling for short-term entertainment rather than long-term fulfillment. 2. Stop leading with your success. A conversation I often have with the successful guys who I work with is stop leading with your career, your status, or your bank balance. Of course, these things are important. Yeah, they've shaped who you are, but if you lead with these materialistic trophies or status symbols, then you'll find yourself attracting the wrong type of attention. Instead, lead with your character. Rather than opening with your achievements, share what drives you beyond your professional success. For example, instead of saying to a woman who perhaps you're on a date with, hey, I just signed this huge contract, I love mentoring young colleagues at work. Helping people grow is one of the most rewarding parts of my career. This shifts the focus from status to your passion for personal growth and helping others. Or when talking about the future, rather than saying, I want to double my income, say, I'm working on finding more balance, traveling more, building deeper relationships, and giving back. This shows you have a vision for your life beyond materialistic success. Instead of saying, I worked 80-hour weeks to build my business, say, starting my business taught me resilience and the importance of staying true to my values, no matter how tough things got. This demonstrates substance and self-awareness, not just personal achievement. As a successful man, don't be afraid to show your imperfections. For example, instead of saying, I never let anything slow me down, say, I once struggled to balance work and life, and I realized that true success is about feeling fulfilled and connected with the people I care about. This kind of openness creates emotional intimacy and demonstrates you're grounded and emotionally available. By leading with these deeper aspects of your personality, you'll attract the right kind of attention. The kind that values who you are and not just what you have. 3, build emotional resilience. Right. Here's the reality. If you're not emotionally resilient, then no amount of materialistic success is going to allow you to build those deep, meaningful connections. I'm not just talking about bouncing back from professional setbacks. Emotional resilience in relationships means being vulnerable, connecting on a deeper level, and remaining grounded when things get messy. Because in relationships, things won't always be smooth. There will be difficult conversations. There will be emotional highs and lows. There will be moments of uncertainty and even rejection. Men who are emotionally resilient don't run from these challenges. They lean into them, understanding discomfort is part of growth. Women deeply respect men who are able to navigate emotional turbulence without losing their sense of self. This strength of character signals emotional availability, which is critical if you want to develop meaningful, lasting relationships. And here's the thing, emotional resilience is a skill, and like any skill, it can be developed, practiced, and eventually mastered. And one of the most powerful ways I've found to develop emotional resilience is through immersing ourselves in daytime cold approach. Approaching a woman you don't know during the day requires you to face rejection head on and embrace discomfort. Every approach forces you to put yourself out there in a vulnerable position with no guarantee of success. This builds character. The more you do it, the less rejection stings, because you're training yourself to see rejection not as a personal failure, but as feedback. You start to see that your sense of self-worth isn't tied to the outcome of any single interaction. It's grounded in who you are, not in whether or not someone else accepts or validates you. And Cold Approach teaches us 3 core lessons in emotional resilience. 1, facing fear and discomfort. Every approach pushes you outside your comfort zone, strengthening your ability to stay grounded in uncertain situations. 2, handling rejection with grace. Rejection is inevitable in life, especially in dating. Cold Approach teaches you to bounce back from rejection without internalizing it, making you more resilient in relationships. 3, developing emotional stability. Over time, you'll learn to navigate the highs and lows of interaction, building the emotional stability that women find deeply attractive. And this is why Daytime Cold Approach is at the heart of my coaching program, and a big reason why my clients undergo the transformations that they do.
The whole experience was just mind-blowing. It was sensational. It was just incredible. Christian is a phenomenal coach, and the best compliment I can pay him is he is legit. He's the real deal.
4, proximity is power. Most of the time, meeting your ideal woman simply comes down to access. If you want to meet high quality women, then you want to start going to the places where high quality women spend their time. And one of the best places to do this is at private members clubs. These clubs are exclusive for a reason. It's because they attract a certain caliber of person. It's where you'll find women who are not only successful in their own right, but who are also looking for meaningful connections with people who share their vision and values for life. If you keep frequenting the same social circles, the same bars, the same events, and you keep bumping into the same women who are just not doing it for you, then it's time to level up your environment. When you're surrounded by women who are as committed to personal development as you are, then the likelihood of you meeting somebody who truly aligns with your aspirations and ambitions skyrockets. It's not just about having access to an exclusive place. It's about having access to a network of high quality women who think different, dream bigger, and live life with intention. And finally, cultivate an abundant mindset. Too many men, even successful ones, operate from a place of scarcity. They believe there's only one woman out there for them, or they become fixated on a single outcome. This can then lead to desperation and poor decision making. So what actually is an abundant mindset? An abundant mindset means recognizing that there are countless amazing women out there, each with their unique qualities, interests, and values. It's about understanding that you don't need to chase or settle for less. Instead, you can take your time to find someone who truly aligns with your goals and desires. When you operate from a place of abundance, you regain control of your dating life. You're empowered to make choices based off what truly resonates with you rather than from fear or neediness. This mindset shifts your perspective and allows you to interact with women in a more healthy, confident way for the following reasons. 1. Confidence in choice. When you believe that there are plenty of potential partners, it means you won't rush into anything that doesn't feel right. For example, if you're on a date with a woman and you're just not feeling the vibe, then rather than panicking and trying to force a connection, you can gracefully exit knowing that there are plenty of other amazingly awesome women out there who are waiting to meet you. 2. Reduce neediness. Men with an abundant mindset are less likely to come across as needy or desperate. If you approach dating with a scarcity mindset, then you might try too much with one woman. You might try and impress her too much, or try and spend too much time with her, or message her constantly because you don't believe that you're going to be able to find anyone else. However, when you realize that there are so many beautiful, amazing women out there who you can interact with, then it will make your interactions with the feminine feel more authentic and more natural, and allow you to foster more genuine connections. 3. Open to learning. Adopting an abundant mindset allows you to see every interaction with a new woman as a chance to grow, rather than perceiving it as a make or break situation. So if a date doesn't work out, you can reflect on it. You can look for the opportunities to grow and to learn without taking it too personally. This openness triggers greater personal growth and allows you to reflect on what you actually want in a future partner. Understand, beautiful women are a beautiful byproduct of a beautiful life, and oftentimes a beautiful life is a byproduct of adopting a beautiful mindset, meaning you go through the world loving and respecting the man that you are, because when you operate on this type of frequency, women can't help but be attracted to you. So how do we actually develop an abundant mindset? First of all, expand your social circle. Engage in a variety of activities. Go to events, join clubs, go to dance classes in the evening like salsa, bachata, kizomba. Constantly be putting yourself in new environments where you're more likely to meet new people, because the more people you meet, the more you realize the world is a massive place. And this is going to stop you from slumping into that scarcity mindset, thinking, oh, this woman that I've just met, she might be the only woman in the world. No. Just start putting yourself out there more. Go to more social events. Recognize the world truly is a massive place. 2. Practice gratitude. Regularly acknowledge and appreciate the positive aspects of your life. The more we can place an emphasis on things that we're grateful for, the more of that abundant positive energy we radiate into the world. And by being in this state of gratitude, it prevents us from slipping in to those negative headspaces. Gratitude fosters an abundant mindset. So whether it's personal achievement or relationships you've already had, constantly remind yourself of things that you're grateful for. 3. Challenge scarcity thoughts. Whenever you catch yourself thinking, what if she's the only one? Or what if I've blown this opportunity? Or what if I'm never going to be able to find anybody else? Counter it with, no, the world is a huge place. There are so many amazingly awesome women out there, and I am excited to meet them. Reframe your thoughts to reinforce an abundant outlook. When you adopt an abundant mindset, you shift from a place of fear and desperation to confidence and empowerment. You create a dating life filled with choices, opportunities, and the chance to find the woman who truly resonates with you. This shift in perspective is not just about dating. It transforms the way you see yourself and interact with others. These 5 principles are truly transformative, but I appreciate implementing them isn't always easy. If you're ready to stop settling for less and start attracting the woman who truly aligns with your goals and aspirations, then I invite you to take action today. Simply fill out the free application below to work with me directly and take that first step towards changing the direction of your dating life.
The level of transformation I have been through the last 3 days, the days where I was crashing in Barcelona, has been on so many transformative level that I don't even know where to begin with. If I should take everything and then boil it down to a few sentences, I will say like this: I feel like I have gotten my balls back. Before I was coming from a place of scarcity. For instance, each time I met a girl, either it was through dating apps or social events or whatever, which was not so often actually, I made it to a humongous big event in my life. If she left, it will shock my ground, my core, in a way which I got depressed. I had no balls, I had no power in myself when it comes to that relation, when it comes to that aspect of my life. I feel like I've had a rebirth after this. I know it's big words I'm saying, but I haven't felt that good since I was a little boy.